Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm actually back in my home state briefly for just a little bit. And it's beautiful weather out here. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but it's actually the middle of winter time. January 14th, the day I record this. And you could not tell it, but yeah, it's the middle of winter. We're in Florida time. And we're at the most lovely place, one of my favorite places in the entire world. And that is Daytona Beach, Florida. So, I'm gonna show you some things that you can do in the wintertime. Some things that are kind of secret. Some things that aren't so secret. But yeah, this would be almost like a travel guide. I was born and raised in Florida. So I've spent almost half of my life actually coming to this beach. I am, you could go swimming if you wanted, but the water is a little cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a couple fun things you could do in the wintertime here in Daytona Beach. So some of it, like I said, will be secret, some of it will not be secret. But yeah, it's beautiful. And yeah, let's get started and have a really fun adventure. Let's get into it. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, look at that bird. It's plotting on me, trying to sneak this me. All right, we're gonna walk up these stairs and we're gonna go look off the pier. It is windy, so I do apologize for the wind, but it's at the beach, so hopefully the audio will be good enough. No matter what, this video will come out. Dude, quick story time before we walk off over here to the pier. Well, actually, story time while we're walking to the pier. First, I gotta show you something. Are you guys ready for this epic story time? Look at this bird, crazy. All right, do you see those little stairs right there going into the sand? I have been skateboarding for like, I don't even know how long, like 16, 17 years. Not all the time, but that's when I started skateboarding. And when I first came here, when I first started skateboarding, I would jump down those stairs right there into the sand, like pretend like I'm doing a skateboard trick. I would jump all the way down and land in the sand. And then, so I kept jumping down, and I was like, let me just keep going higher and higher. There's like stairs that go higher and higher. And I would keep jumping down, and then I jumped down one time, immediately cut my foot wide open, like blood everywhere. And then it was like a piece of glass or a piece of metal. So I cut my foot, and then like the beach patrol came and they carried me up to the land and bandaged my foot up. And in all this commotion happening, there's like a crowd formed around me, and they start like saying like, oh my God, there's a young kid over here bleeding everywhere. And the lifeguards and the medical people here, the ambulance is here, what the hell is going on? So they must have started calling people, and yeah, eventually the news came, and then they had got word that I had got bit by a shark. So people seeing all this happen, yeah, so they had got word that I had got bit by a shark. So like somebody seen me on the ground, seen a kid bleeding, must have called the news station and said, a young kid out here got bit by a shark. So then all the news stations scrambled out here to see who had got bit by a shark. And they came up to me, they asked me, what happened to you? And I had to tell them, yeah, I didn't get bit by a shark. I fell on the sand and some glass, and then it wasn't as much as a compelling story as you thought it would be. And they all left pretty rapidly, and yeah. So one of the best things you can do in the wintertime, summertime, fall time, springtime at the beach is come out on the boardwalk. There's people fishing here. I don't want to bother them, but you will get this nice panoramic view. And it doesn't get much better than this view, except it does. And I'm gonna try to show you where we can get a really good view. It's a secret, but we'll see what we can get in the view. So this is number one thing you're gonna do at Daytona Beach, especially wintertime though. The water's cold, the air's cold. You're gonna go get the best view you can get, and it's gonna make you feel great. And yeah, this is Joe's Crab Shack on the boardwalk. My name is Joe, and I don't like Joe's Crab Shack because I don't eat seafood. All right, this is number one thing down though. Number two is basically a bonus thing. And up here, where we're walking, is a pizza restaurant, a gift shop, and an arcade. and these are fun all year round, so we will briefly touch on those. They're actually all pretty cheap. The souvenirs, cheap. The pizza has like hot dogs, stuff like that, also really cheap. And then the arcade, also really, really cheap. In the summertime, the arcade does get really, really busy, tourists, and yeah, just it sucks. It's not a long wait to play anything, but like if you win tickets or however you win it now, it's so long to be able to claim your prize. And you might only have like 100 tickets and your prize will be like a pencil. And if you want to claim that, you're gonna wait a whole 30 minutes just to get one little pencil. So sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. But yeah, we'll go over there briefly, and then there's a hotel over here that has a great view, not facing, actually, I don't know if it faces the ocean. I've never even tried to find it that way, but it faces the actual city of Daytona, and that is something secret. We actually have to sneak into the hotel and sneak up to this floor, so we will try to do that. I don't know if it will work or it will not work, but it's worth a try. So we are almost over here to, yeah, see? So this is classic boardwalk entertainment. You've got your cheap food, you've got your henna tattoos and sunglasses and gift shop, another souvenir shop, and you've got your arcade, which has some pretty good ice cream. You know what's crazy, man? When I was younger, I used to be like, oh, a souvenir shop, a gift shop, it's so lame. Now that I travel, I'm such a sucker for souvenir and gift shops. I love them. So yeah, let's go over here and see briefly what they're like. All right, so we're getting over here to Atlantic Avenue, or also known as A1A. And quick Daytona facts. Daytona was only founded in 1870, but officially it became a city in 1876. So the year now, 2022, it's actually only got a population of 77,000 around there. So you would think it has tons and tons of people living here, but most of everything you see is tourism. So, all right, I see another hotel right here, which is the Hilton. So that's gonna be our backup plan if we cannot get into this first hotel that I have snuck into before. But it's been a few years, and maybe security is more strict. The key to it is to just walk in like you're staying at the hotel, because that's what people do. They walk into a hotel when they're staying there. My challenge is gonna be to hold my camera inconspicuously. Look, found a nickel, we're getting rich out here. My challenge is gonna be able to hold this big camera, GoPro on a tripod, inconspicuously, without it seem like I'm filming walking in. Because one, why are you filming here? You can't film here, could be a problem. Or two, hey, what room are you in? Are you even staying here? Another problem. The camera could make both of those problems come to fruition very quickly. Yeah. I've walked this street many, many times, and I love it. Daytona Beach, home to one of the most popular spring breaks in the country, home to Bike Week in March, home to Biketoberfest in, I think, October, right? Biketober, October. So, let's see. I think I don't know what this hotel is called. The thing up here is called Ocean Walk. So maybe that's the name of the hotel as well. But we will definitely see. I have an alibi. They say, what are you doing? Where are you staying? I'm gonna say, my mom just checked in and she's on the top floor. And that's where we'll go. So it's right here coming up. That tall building. Some shops. Things of that nature. But we're not here for that right now, not yet. We're here to get one of the best views in Daytona. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not going to go.
take good care.
Let's go, guys. But, I mean...
Alright, made it into the hotel. We are going up 25 floors. Yeah. I hope that this is not like another thing when you get up there, it's like locked or something. Yeah, the key is to just walk in like you're staying there. I mean, they're not gonna ask every single guest, right? Hey, are you staying in this hotel? Like, that would be rude, so. 25 floors, we are there. And let's just walk out. And here we go. Now tell me this is not one of the most beautiful views you've ever seen.
Are you going to travel and say you put 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the grave? Yeah, ultimately, you know, this program will make absolutely 0 sense. This is our observation deck.
Excuse me, hi, how are you doing?
You get a beautiful view of Daytona Beach. Yeah. But this is an operational 2-bedroom that we have now that we like to show. Most folks, when they do these little small stretches, they like to stay in places like this because it is like a whole way from home.
Tell me this is not one of the best views you've ever seen. 25 floors up, the city of Daytona. Beautiful. You can see the beach over there, the bridges. Yeah. This summer, winter, spring, fall, one of the best things you can possibly do in Daytona. It's free, you just have to be confident, and yeah. All right, it's a little later in the day. It's getting extremely windy, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film today, but I think we have covered some pretty solid ground for the little bit of time we've been here. But we're gonna walk over here, and we're actually gonna pop out by this little auditorium over there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. First I wanted to see this real quick. I didn't even know what this was. The 1959 Daytona 200. Over 100 riders competed on the 4.2-mile course each year. And in 1961, the race was moved to the Daytona International Speedway. Pretty crazy. Out of all these people, I would say, oh, I was gonna say Joe is my favorite, but this guy's name, no shit, is Bobby Hill. And I am a huge King of the Hill fan, so we gotta give it up for Bobby Hill. Damn it, Bobby. This isn't crazy though. I wonder how long this thing's been here, because I've been here a million times and I've never seen this, or if I did see this, I definitely didn't pay attention to it. But they have like this little plaza thing up here, which is actually really, really cool to look at. So I've seen like concerts here, little plays, and it's so nicely located. It's literally right beside the beach and the perfect real estate for some beachy activities. You can see it right there. Yeah. It reminds me of like, I don't know what it reminds me of. I would say something Greek, but I've never even been to Greece. But I do think this is one of the best views in Daytona, and it's just walking up to this archways right here, and it's just such a beautiful view through these doors. It's like you're like looking out into another universe almost, and I love it. This is like a little area. There's a lot of shopping, movie theaters here, ice cream, stuff like that. It's not as high. It's literally half the height, but I think it will do sufficiently. So we'll definitely try to get that one instead. It's so windy, and I didn't take an account for that. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to film, but when I'm out there filming, it's just the wind is blowing so crazy. And I hate having bad audio or something. View's getting pretty good. I guess we're maxed out right here. And I think, oh, I'm out of breath. Walking 3 flights of stairs, not a great sign. But I think that's as picturesque as I'm gonna get it. Obviously we went 25 stories up and looked out the other side of Daytona, but it was through glass, so not the same charm. And it's not the ocean. The ocean is crazy. It covers like what, 70% of the planet? And it's what we know least about. So it's got the most mysterious aspect to me. I love the ocean. I'm a Pisces, and I was born in Tampa, right beside the ocean. So, yeah. We'll figure out somewhere fun to go tomorrow, and we'll wrap up this little Florida adventure. And probably go one more place, and then I'll plan somewhere pretty epic overseas. For my birthday next month, I'm going to 2 countries, not one, we're going 2 countries. So it's gonna be worth it, it's gonna be awesome. So if you made it this far, please hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, that really would be awesome. And share these videos if you can. If you're going to Daytona, if you know somebody is going to Daytona. And one more time, briefly. Yeah, you know me. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.